Hey Joey, it's Jessica. We spoke earlier today. Thank you so much for speaking with me and accepting this free video. So today I'm going to walk you through 3 tips that you can start applying right away, and I know it's going to help you guys out so much. And I know this because these same 3 tips I'm about to show you, we have been using for over 50 other restoration companies just like you guys throughout the United States, and it's made a huge difference in their business. And I'm not just talking a couple extra jobs here and there. I'm talking about reaching goals they didn't even know that they would be able to reach. Okay, so these 3 tips are going to be very significant for you guys as well. And you're probably wondering, why do I do these videos? What's in it for me? And those are really fair questions. And to be completely honest with you, um, I am really passionate about what you guys do, the restoration industry. The fact that you guys are out there every single day and you're helping homeowners and families get their lives back. And to me, that's huge. I'm all about the community and helping people. And so if I can do this one video and you can apply these 3 tips and it can make an impact on your business, help you reach goals, and even help more people get their lives back, that is what matters. So whether you do this on your own or whether you choose to partner with us to help you get there, it doesn't matter, as long as you're applying what I'm about to show you. So today we're talking about 3 main things. We're talking about content, we're talking about citations, and backlinks. So you have a nice looking website, okay, but unfortunately Google does not rank your websites just based on the appearance. It is based on content, and you need a lot of content. And so content is a variety of things. It's going to be your images. You want to make sure images are saved the right way. Expert flood restoration and mold remediation in California. So that's pretty good, but you actually want to be focused on those local keywords. Make sure that each of your images have those local keywords, because most people searching for services don't know who you are yet. So they're not searching by brand, they're searching by service in their area. So you need to be focused on keywords like San Diego water damage restoration San Diego, and understand that people search differently. So you want to capitalize on each of those variations of keywords. Okay, so not just do you need to have keywords on your images, but the content throughout your website, the written content, is significant. You need to have a ton of written content. You don't have a whole lot here. So you need a lot of this written content, because again, Google ranks based on content. It sends crawlers to your website that crawls every single one of your pages, all of your images and written content. It's trying to learn everything it can about you. So if your content is not built around those local keywords and services that you offer, and there's no strategy there, Google has no idea what you guys are doing or how to bring customers to you, because they don't have enough information. So it is really critical you have a really good content and keyword strategy dialed in. Your homepage is the most important page on your whole website, because it ties in all the other pages. So this page has to have a summary of all of your major services. It has to be dialed in with those local keywords. You need at least 1,500 words or more of content. And if your competitors have 1,500, you want to make sure you're going after 1,800. You always have to do more than what they're doing. Okay, so let's look at let's look at the top water damage restoration in San Diego in the Google rankings, okay? And here we have Certified Restoration, another great site. They got tons of pages for all their services and even for each of their service areas. You can see their homepage is dialed in on those local keywords, and they've got a lot more written content. So you guys need to have more than what these guys are doing. And then in addition to all their service pages, service area pages, they also have long form blog content. So you guys need to do more than what they're doing. These guys are beatable, but you have to have more content, better quality, and really focus in on that keyword strategy so Google can start indexing you and putting you in front of your customers. Now, when we talk about content, it's not just the content on your website. That also includes the content that you're putting out online, whether it be your social media profiles or your Google business profiles, okay? So when somebody needs your service, as we both know, they're going to do a search in Google. They're going to use key terms related to that service. And we want your business to be the one that shows up at the top when they're doing that search. And so there's 3 different areas your business can show up. The first is always going to be your ads. Generally, you might see cost per click or local service ads here. And that's one area. And so if you have everything dialed in and your funnels dialed in and your landing pages, then ads can be really beneficial for you guys. But if you're missing anything in your structure or those landing page, it can actually be a costly mistake. So if that's kind of the situation you're in, then we need to focus on these other areas first, okay? So this area here, this is the Google Map Pack, your Google business profile. So if your Google business profile is not optimized, doesn't have the information about your services and who you serve, and your website doesn't have it, Google has no resources to know what you're about to send to your customers. Now, your Google business profile, you want to be in the top 3 in your area for all your services because nearly 30% of people come straight here and do not go anywhere else. So if you're not one of these top 3 companies, you're leaving 30% of those jobs on the table and quite literally handing it to your customers. So there are several factors that go into ranking, and one of the number 1 factors is citations, and that is simply listing the business name, the address, phone number, and website in a bunch of directories. Directories are things like the Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Yellow Pages, Glassdoor, and also your social media pages. Those are citations as well. So you need a ton of those citations throughout the internet. You always need more than what your competitors are doing. But those citations are so important because every single one of those sends signals to Google to tell them who you are, the services you offer, and where you offer it. So it's really, really important for your business. And then this third section here, this is the organic section. This is critical because 60 to 70% of people come here. They'll skip ads and the map pack. They come right here. And so when your business is not listed for any of your services in this organic section, you're missing out on tons and tons of jobs every single month. So in order to get your website in this position, it all comes down to how your website is built and optimized, how it's built around that content and keyword strategy, and then supporting that with your backlink SEO, which brings us to backlinks. So this is a tool called Ahrefs. It's a paid tool that tells us how your website is performing. We can see you have a rating of a 4.6 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, meaning Google doesn't trust your website. And yes, that is partly because of the content on your website, but more so the power you're sending to it, because like anything else, it needs power, okay? And so we power up websites with backlinks. So we need a lot of these backlinks, but not all backlinks are created equal. This is a popularity contest, so you only want good quality. Do follow backlinks that are mostly related to the services you're offering and other home service type services or vendors. It's like one of those vendors giving you a huge shout out to Google saying, hey, Flood Solutions is the #1 restoration company in San Diego. You need to send them a boatload of customers, okay? So we need a lot of this power. We need more than the competition. We need to keep this power flow coming. And that's going to help increase your scores, which makes Google trust you more and promote your website. And it's also helping to rank your keywords, okay? And we can see here, you've only been indexed for 8 keywords because you really don't have a keyword strategy on your website. So you're only getting about 26 people on average to your website organically each month. If we actually take a look at your keywords, you are only ranking here. There's 10 spots per page on Google. You are only ranking for your brand. So that's not actually helpful because, like I said, most people search for your service, not your brand. So we have to focus your strategy around your content and keywords. If we were to look just here, just for water damage in San Diego and nowhere else, we only looked at this handful of keywords. This alone has over 1,000 in traffic every single month. So you can just imagine if you not only ranked and optimized for this, but did so with all of your services in all of your locations, the type of traffic potential that you could have every month. And so once you get ranked for that and you get that traffic, that could be 10, 20, 30 or more jobs every single month. So now if we look at your competitor, they have a rating of a 34. They have a lot more backlinks, but you only get credit for 1 backlink per referring domain. So we know that a lot of these are spammy. So we don't have to go out and copy those spammy links. We're just going to do the high quality links and then get more and better quality than they have. And because they have tons of pages and content and strategy, they have an index for over 2,700 keywords, and they're getting over 2,400 people on their website every single month. So yes, you can actually beat these guys, but you have to have a solid content and keyword strategy, and you have to do better than they're doing. So now if you follow all 3 of these tips today, the content, citation, and backlink strategies, you guys have a huge opportunity to not only be more competitive, but to actually dominate in various areas for your services, okay? And you are more than welcome to take everything that I've given to you and run with it and start working with it today. But at Peterson SEO, this is our specialty, and we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So if you want to partner in this and you want help making these things happen, go ahead and reply to our email or give us a call. Request a time to get on our calendar and we can chat. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.